Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, episode 310. This video was originally streamed live on YouTube on February 8th, 2026. I hope you enjoy the video. There's been a change, a pretty massive change to lanterns. So the new small lanterns, by and large, will be taking the place of the current lanterns. And the current lanterns, their material requirements for the metal involved is going to double, which is a problem because we're already kind of running short on lead to make Milbidachaukas. So we're going to want to, like, at some point before 1.22 drops, we're going to want to go around and just find and mine up even more lead than we have. Isn't marble quite rare? It is pretty rare, yep. But yeah, so we're going to need to make sure we do that before we update this world to 122. Alright, so I did want to fix up my armor here a little bit. Shouldn't take much, we're just 2. Oh, more than 2. No. Sure, why not? Perfect. Let's do 2 for you as well. Oh, wrong side. And may as well just do you while we're here. There. Perfect. Okay, so let's go and I'm going to leave the ilmenite here. Do you belong in here? No idea. You would go in the pulverizer. I'll just leave it here for now. You stay. Anything else want to stay over here? Maybe that limestone could stay. You can pick up rope ladders? Yes, you can. Control Shirt M and re-enable the marker mod. It is enabled, I just haven't... there was an update a while back. Oh, right, I have steel armor, too. I forgot about that. There was an update a while back. I just didn't redo my marker settings. Let's see. Site limestone. Here we go. Do I have slate somewhere? Slate. Here we go. Okay, that's everything. Let's roll. Sewing kits are better than linen for repairs. Oh, I didn't know that. Alright, let's leave... Oh, goodness. Such boxes of stones. Oh, my goodness. Okay. You know, I'm starting to think I have a problem. I just have too much junk. Oh my goodness. Everything's full of junk. What I really need is more chests. That'll solve my problems. That'll solve all my problems. Okay. We're just gonna put these, I don't know, in here. Oh, I should have left the ore back the other place. You can go in, reach that one? I can. You can go in here. Boop. There we go. I'm going to yoink that real quick. And 54 and 77, 85, 52. Let's do... We'll do this little guy. We'll put him somewhere. You think you have a problem? What was your first clue? You've known since season 1 with the massive storage rooms. You know, I don't know. I have seen some of your guys' storage rooms. I don't think I have a storage problem. There was someone on, I think it was the RF Fury server, I saw who had like a storage room probably 5 or 6 times as large as the one in Lupine Ridge back in the day. And that was when they had like half as many different kinds of blocks. Like there was so much less variety back then even. Okay. I need to find... Oh. I don't know where my chisel is, guys. Chisel. Did I huck it in the bin over here? Hey, I did. Look at that. I'm wicked smart. Maybe I could get the other ones too. Just, you know, a thought. Probably need these for our project today. Having chests in 20 areas doesn't help. Yeah, just don't say anything. It's fine. It's totally fine. Hammer. And, right, I need to... We will cut... Right shift and right click. Ah, okay. So I want the pink marble. I assume the plus means that's what I'm going to be getting. Yes, okay. That should be 64. Oh, there's more behind me. Shoot. Okay. Whatever. You know what? Done. Alright, now we're pink marble on that one. There'll be 3 lanterns. There's sort of 2. There'll be these guys, which will be renamed large lanterns, and then the small ones. Now the small ones light levels are the same as the unlined large ones. And the unlined large ones will now be as bright as they are currently, at 20 light. With a reflector in them, they'll become 22, so these will be 2 blocks larger radius, which puts them only 2 blocks of light shy of a fully lit chandelier. Which I kind of hope gets buffed, because chandeliers are, I mean, they're treasure, and they're really rare, and they require 8 candles. So I would like to see those get buffed a little bit. Alright, so kitchenette. I want to build some kind of little kitchenette thingy over here. And I think we're going to start by... we're going to say that, like, I'm just going to put, like, one here. Which means we will need some floor. I might also get rid of you off the bar, and I don't need you. Let's grab... Yep, some of you. Let's see, what... Ooh. I think I could go for... So this is fairly... It's fairly light color block, although if we polish it, it'll become a little darker. So we could polish it, which would be nice. We might also want to consider either like wood cabinetry, just to be fancy. Or... Maybe some limestone. I think what we'll do is we'll see if I have any more, like, plain limestone over here. I do. Okay. And then I'm thinking that the pink would go well with, like, I want to say kapok. So let's go grab some of that. I think it's going to be over here. If I have any here. Hey there, Hein Grunewald. Welcome. Good to see you again. And Wobbly Boost. Glad to have you back. And Storm Thunders, hey. Virtual hoarding gathers no dust. And we gather all the dust. And we put it somewhere. Yeah, we have some of this too. Okay, cool. Let's just grab one of you. I will need the saw, which I believe is somewhere in here. I think it's on the roof, isn't it? what I should be doing is once we finish our food session on Wednesday, the next chore stream should be all about getting this staircase done, and maybe even like starting this arm of the temple, so that we can just sort of put away all the junk we have up here. Just sort of, you know, get some things in, get it done and gone. Maybe do something about this floor and the lack of water in most of these. There's no water in here. Finish decorating these gardens as well, maybe. I do love the trees there. It does break up the wall pretty well. I wanted the saw. Did I get the saw? Is the saw in here? Is the saw downstairs? There better be a saw around here. I made 2 of them. Ain't there. There it is. Found it. And I have a chisel and hammer, so we can go ahead and do some stuff with that. Okay, cool. So here's my thought. We're going to put some temporary flooring in here. This is just so we have a place to stand while we cook. There we go. All right. So I am thinking we're going to want to have, like, we'll have like a border with this stuff here. We'll pop this out by like half a block. Yeah. And so we're going to have like 4 units across here, which means let's try a couple things. We are going to do maybe like 2 of those, probably 4 of these, honestly, so we can experiment some more. We're going to hammer this down. Make bricks? No, okay. Just curious. I'm going to hold on to those. Okay, so here, let's try limestone and some of this. All right, so there's that color, and then there is that color. We got that. We got that. You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna try some other colors. I wanna try some ebony, because there isn't a whole lot of contrast going on there. So I think the ebony might be nice. Although, again, I am leery about doing dark colors in here. Or saw outside. Oop. Oh, it is medium now. Let's sleep first. Debark instead of planks? Yeah, I'm thinking that might be a better way to go. I do want to try the darker color first and see what we all think. Why do bananas have to put on sunscreen before they go to the beach? Because they might peel. We got that one last time. Okay. Let's roll over to the outdoor bin with the bow, just in case. Uh-huh. Grab, I guess I don't have any already sawed down. It's okay. Could try pine, walnut, oak, or maple. If I try any of those, probably pine. Pine's got that sort of nice orange look. I was kind of trying to capture with the K-Pock. Alright, so let's do... Here, let's go ahead and we'll debark. That requires, what, a hammer and an axe, I think? Hammer and... Where's the axe? Here you are. So let's grab this back up. That is better. But I feel like it's not dark. I do think if we go the sort of lighter wood route, we'll definitely want to do pine. But let's try this one as well. Axe and hammer. You know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Plus, we'll end up with less of this visible because this will be part of the block. And then we could actually use the kapok as like an accent color, make like little drawers and things. Yeah, I could do that. I don't like this too much. This is a little too light. Like there's not enough contrast between the marble and the limestone. Yeah, the ebony and the chert kind of go together because you got this sort of red, orange, yellow going on. So it sort of like leads into this whole sort of warm color motif. If you debark your log, it might start pining. All right, let's get this block back up. I'm going to do that. Where is my pickaxe? There you are. Okay, let's go ahead and we're gonna get 3 more of these. And new question, guys. How fancy should we get here? I'm asking, like, in terms of, should we actually make this out here a little bit and do a Solston style like oven, not with the glass and everything, because we wouldn't have glass ovens here, but like an old fashioned like clay oven on the inside. Of course, that would kind of preclude us using wood. I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why, but so what do you guys think? I'll put a poll up here. Let's do a poll. Start a poll. Kitchenette ovens. No, just fire pits on counter. Stone-ish ovens. Start poll. And while you are thinking about that, your answer, I'm going to hydrate, and then we're going to go and collect your thoughts. Okay, I made it back, somehow. Alright, so if we do the ovens, by the way, I'm thinking we won't want to use the wood, of course. We have plenty of slate. I think slate would be a pretty good warm black color. Like it's kind of like this color right here, maybe a little bit less orange. So we could certainly do that. Which, given the poll's current trajectory, I think slate is going to be the way to go here. All right, so did I bring any? I did bring some. Sweet. 0 effort. I love when no effort's required. I am going to grab. Let's see. I'm going to grab my knife here. We're going to grab some grass real quick, so we can plop our fire pits down. 1, 2. 3 and 4. Okay, so let's pick you back up. Sorry. It was a great idea. Just wasn't meant to be. So sad. Okay, so let's do. And actually, maybe we should do like 2 ovens here, but then have like a countertop on left and right. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's do it. So we're going to do 2 of these here. And then we'll do some slate there and there. And they'll pop out just a little bit. And that would mean, let's see, so what we'll do is here, we'll put some slate there so that when you see it from the inside, it doesn't look like it's wood. And then we'll also put there we go, put a little wood veneer on the outside. Although I don't recall, hang on a second. If I push this in, we keep that texture, okay. So a little veneer, just like that, and we have a little bit of hangover. That way it just sort of sticks out as far as the ovens do. So we can go ahead and we're going to push this in. Like so. And then we can get to work with this. Let's see, so are going to need, got 8, good. Golden there. So these are just going to get sort of shoved down a little bit. We'll turn these into fake burners. And then these ones are going to get the treatment. So that, I'm just going to shove this one down as well. Oh. Just to get out of our way, and we will build that via pantograph in a bit here. And I can recall what I need. There we go. Okay. So here we have this going in. We're going to push that down. So here I think is where the method that I was advised to use here comes into play. And actually I'm going to do this too. And we're going to 2 more of these. So what we'll do here is we're going to pop this in here as well. And we're going to do 1 piece like that, 1 piece like that. We get this out of here. And we're going to do any material. So, shove that down, pop that down, do that, and then boop, like so. Just thinking. So if we do it the way I'm planning, we'd have some overhang here, but the overhang would have that stupid lip in it from the texture here. So I'm wondering, what if we fudge it a little bit? I always like fudge. I'm gonna hang on to that for a minute. So what we could do is we could get rid of this. Let's do matching material. Something like this. And then we could maybe get a better light here. Does that help? Barely. Thanks, game. Love it. Love how much you love me. And we can do the same trick as before. Sort of. If I can get my... Go. No, not that one. I want this one. Ugh. There we go. So that pops out now. What we can do here is right in here. Switch this out and we can bring this in. So it looks like it's sort of stepping out to meet the oven and become part of it. I think that's going to be the play here. We have a little bit of overhang here to be fancy, and then we don't have to worry about, you know, all the other complications. But then we have some room here to do other fun stuff with the wood. So for the ovens here, I am going to plop down, oops, 2 more of these, and these get shaved down real hard. 13, 14, yeah, there we go. Yep, that should do. Fancy. And then let's just carve a little thingy here while the shiver nearby clicks at me. Oh, and what else we could do is... Well, we do have sandstone underneath here, which we probably wouldn't want to use as a material inside the oven. But, yeah, for now it's fine. It's fine for now. Let's just cut a hole in this. I think I will bring it to the floor. Still hear that guy out there somewhere. Let's actually do this. Let's go like this. 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, good enough. All right, let's copy this guy. Copy is here. Copy you. I'm just gonna flip you. Boop. Yeah. And then we should be able to just use island mode. I could have done before, but I didn't think to. I'm actually going to do this. Let's bring this out 1. Oops, wrong button. Bring out 1 in every direction, or left and right, I should say. Boop. Okay. Yeah, I do think we're going to want to grab maybe like some fire clay bricks to throw in there. Let's go do that real quick. Well, hello to some newcomers here. I see Hella Wolfie. Welcome. David McCourt is here. And Korna Uchiha. Welcome, welcome. Refractory bricks make sense, but they're kind of ugly. I'm thinking just fire brick. Fire brick is plenty for a wood oven. Which this will be. Do I have any room for fire clay bricks? Here we go. So let's bring a few more. Just in case. tend to put my fire pits on top of your dry stone blocks. That would work pretty well. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end the poll here, by the way. We got 79% for the ovens. Out of 33 votes. Very cool, guys. Each box can look pretty nicely grimy. Yeah, I'll bet. We're also going to want to put at least one torch in a holder here, because otherwise I will forget. Alright, let's plop... What we'll do here is I'm going to leave these side pieces in. I don't really see a need to mess with those too much. Although, maybe it does make sense. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, and then we'll also do sandstone rock. These are both chiseled faces. Ah, okay, yeah. Watch this. Let's do... Okay, let's grab you first. I'm gonna do a bit of that and that. A bit of that and that. That and that. There we go. I'm thinking, and that's dangerous. Clinker bricks work well? I could see that, yeah. I'm thinking once we get the floor in here, I want to like line the bottom of this with some more slate and see how it looks. I'm not a huge fan of how just black this is here, but like, if it's made of iron, it makes sense. I don't like it too much. But for now, I'll leave it. Maybe it'll grow on me like mold. There we go, and then we have some firewood over here. With no space to hold it. Whatever. Let's see. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm also going to hack. I'm going to pick this block up. Oops. Ah, no. Oh, whatever. Alright, you know what? Back down you go. We're just going to do it this way. We're going to do this. I already have the parts I need for it. We're going to flip you. Boop. There we go. And we're going to pick you up then. There we go. Not too shabby. It does need something here. It does need a border. So we'll get to that eventually. A bite to eat. Is this modded NRJ19? Yes, it is. You like to use swaylight for countertops? If you can survive a meteor outside you're cooking. The countertop Hello Wolfie is pink marble, which we quarried out at the beginning of this of the stream here. In case you missed it. Let's go ahead and we're going to put the grain back in here. Don't need you anymore. I want to call that pretty well good enough for now. Go ahead and build these four, or build these two with these 4 wood. There we go. Pretty cool. Let's also grab... I'm going to throw these out. Don't need these anymore. despawn eventually. And let's go put away some of this junk in the junk bin. I'm gonna forget so much stuff over here. Oh my goodness. I'm like, where's my pink marble? Guys. I'm gonna, yeah, wood's gonna go in the drink too. Some of the wood will. I just don't need this little wood. Goodbye. Oop, can't get up there. And let's go ahead and we're gonna drop off this junk too. Get all the wood. You know what? I'm gonna leave the wood in here. I'm gonna find a place for it. In the junk drawer. Bin. I am all over the place. When my inventory gets full, I get jittery. In. Done. Oh, saw. Saw stays with me. Okay. Now the next thing I wanted to do here, and now we have that done and ready for our chore stream, the next thing is I wanted to take a moment to admire our work from last week and think about how we can improve the area around it. So this was last week's work here. These two suns and their rays holding up the ceiling. I'm really happy how they came out. I think what I'm going to do next is we're going to work on some kind of railing for here. It's not going to be the purple railing. It's going to be a little too vibrant for here. I'm thinking we do probably honestly just sandstone and limestone. I don't want the railing to take away from this. So I want to keep the colors up here pretty consistent. So I'm thinking we do, yeah, just like a sandstone bottom and top rail. We do limestone balusters, and that should be good. And that way we can also build in sort of the rib pieces. They look kind of like ribs. There'll be just more supports here, which someone mentioned a word that starts with the letter C. Not a colonnade. It was like a corbel. That's what it'd be, a corbel. So we do corbels here every, like, I don't know, 2, 3. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Technically 11, 12, so 10 in between. We could do, I don't know. We could do 3, so 1, 2, 3. So 1 there-ish. We come in here and do 1, 2, 3. That makes sense. On the third one there. 2 on the third one. Would leave this space kind of open. 2, 3, 4 in between. Now the eternal problem with evens versus odds. Of course, what I could do is we have, let's see, 1, 2, and then on the third one, the end of the third one, we could just come in here and do them on these blocks, and then just put them not centered on the block. Put them like 3/4 here, or even half. Half would give us, as a 1. We're already, so even here we're 3.5 blocks. Maybe a 1/4 of the way in from here is where we put our corbel. Very fancy saying that word. A corbel, of course. Yes. One may even like those odds. Can you copy the shape with different materials? You can. You can do different materials. But I'm going to do a different design for the corbel. It's going to be simpler. It's not going to come out as far. They won't meet in an archway. Hey, Dwarts! Welcome! Finally made it to a Courage Art stream. Hey, welcome. Have you been watching previous videos and seeing what we've been up to, or is this your first time seeing all our progress here? We've been doing some crazy stuff in this temple. You meant for the railings. Yes, we could copy the railings to an extent. They'll all be straight, which would be easier. The only problem is these railings are full block. Like, these are on top of a block. These railings here would have to be integrated into the block because we're already like up part of a block here. So that's going to be interesting. Hey there, Famine Dragon. You were tuning in to the last episode, and while I was chiseling away at the sun. Oh, cool. So you've already seen some of this stuff. Excellent. Well, glad to have you here. Good to see you. Now I'm going to go ahead and, like I threatened last time. Oh, no. That's gross. Okay. Whatever. We are going to want to do something a bit like this here. We're going to chop this down. Like so. And then we're also going to chop like that off. Most of that. Yeah, okay. So let's cut this down to size. I'm gonna cut you down to size. I think what we'll do here is we'll have to bring this out, of course. We'll have to, oh no, we have to copy this around again. Ugh. Ugh. No. Are we really? This is 3 pieces up. Okay. Or 3 voxels. Okay. Not a wild fan of that. What was I thinking? You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna make this one little sliver thinner. Oops. Now let's make these fizzled so they stop doing that. It'll also give our heads just a little bit more space before we bonk them on the ceiling. Is this all something you meticulously planned on, or is this like practically free-handed in terms of design? I wouldn't say meticulous planning. I would say definitely closer to freehand. Oh, it was 2 blocks up. One more. Even thinner. I would say a lot of this was in my head. Some of it was kind of voted on. Like even the temple's main design. My original temple idea that I had would have easily fit just inside this lower central chamber here, with probably room to spare. That was my original idea for this, and then I had an idea. I was like, hey guys, should we build a really big, crazy temple? And everyone's like, yeah, Kurzar, do it. It was the biggest mistake of my life. And that's kind of how we came to, let's make a gigantic temple. And it just sort of snowballed from there, pretty much. So what I'm going to do here is we're just going to pop this out a little bit. Like this. Oops, come back. You get another 100 hours added with that decision? Oh, easily. Easily. I've mentioned this before in previous streams, but like, if we had done the original temple idea, we'd have been done. We'd have been done with the entire season or series by now. It was that stark of a difference in terms of effort required. Something a bit like that. Yep, that'll do it. That's what we're looking for. All right, so we are going to hope this works. Oh, okay, that's not part of the sunblock. Oh, ooh, okay. That makes things so much easier. So much easier. Let's go ahead and throw these down here too. And this guy will also get chiseled. Hey there, Pinnix, welcome! So, oh, this side doesn't even have any of the limestone walkway yet. Didn't you also plan to have the temple near the oasis? Yeah, we put it here because the oasis had kind of a small desert. I mean, it's not small, but it had a small sandstone portion. And basically, no matter where we put it, there'd be somewhere that was grass. And I didn't want to build it here. Partly because I wanted the sandstone look rather than limestone, as far as like the sands around it. And also, this landscape is horrendous. It'd be so hard to build there. So yeah, we voted on it down here because of the size of it. We had so much more room to expand. Well, everyone, that's going to about do it for this episode of Vintage Story Desert Life. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by leaving a like or a comment in the section below. But for now, as always, my name has been Kurazar. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.